Hey guys, welcome back to IteariTV. My name is Iteri, and today I wanted to do a roundup of the tools that I've purchased this year. This was my beginner year of really stepping into being curious about planning and crafting, and I have a small stash of tools now for planning and crafting. All of these tools were not purchased at Ollie's, but a lot of them were. I will be including tools that were purchased at Amazon and American Crafts and Happy Planner. So the first tool that I'm considering a tool is this punch by EK Tools. And this is the wave punch. And I love these. So it's locked now, and then you can unlock it by sliding up the yellow piece in the back here. And when you punch it, I have a scrap piece of paper, you get the wave shape. Okay. And I just really, really love these. I was lucky enough to find a bunch of these when I was Ollie's hopping, more than a lot of other people were able to find. I think the punches have been the hardest to find. These were $4.99 in my Ollie's, and I absolutely love them. They're so easy to use. As you can see, I just punched out a shape, no problem. So I had the wave, I got the cactus, the little poop icon, the kiss, and the smiley face. And these are the only ones that I've seen, the only punches that I've seen in the Carolinas and the places that I've been Ollie's hopping. And then I was also gifted a punch by Tina over at Tina's Crafts and Creations, which I'm super grateful for, because who gifts punches away? And these are unopened, and you can see you can do the scalloped edge. And I just absolutely love these. This actually makes me want to buy more punches, but I'm just like holding myself back because I do have quite a few, but there are other shapes that I would love to have too. Another crafty tool that I just found were these Comfort Craft scissors by We Are Memory Keepers. These were actually purchased from Ross for $2.99. And these are truly comfort scissors. These are going to be my main everyday scissors. I love these. I absolutely love these. They are great for your hand, for your grip. I only saw one pair when I was in Ross. You really have to go in Ross and look in that stationery aisle, because they are getting some American craft items here and there. Like, they're trickling into Ross. So you really got to go to that stationery aisle of Ross, because you never know what you're going to find. And I peep in there all the time. Something that I purchased from American Crafts, the American Crafts website, is this cinch stapler. I don't have a cinch machine, and I don't like complicated machines. So this is all I want to do. You see how they're taking that stapler and and really this one going in between and stapling the middle, cinch between regular and magnetic anywhere stapling. You see how you can just easily put journals together with this cinch stapler? Yeah. So I love this tool. I got this from AmericanCrafts.com. Another tool that I purchased from AmericanCrafts.com is the We Are Memory Keepers tab punch. I want to be able to punch out tabs. You can punch out tabs like that and fold them on your papers and make your own tabs. And it comes with a tab adhesive backing. And that's how you can make your tab. So I really liked the thought of this. I like tabs on my pages. So that came from American Crafts. And then I purchased this from American Crafts. This is the punch board by We Are Memory Keepers. You can punch squares that fit your big planner or your small planner. You can just punch any size square pretty much. Perfect for making customized planner squares. So when you have those vertical planners and you want to put decorative pages, like you see how they have that decorative paper with the picture layered on top, this helps you make the perfect size square to go into those planner calendar squares. So the stuff from AmericanCrafts.com was not on sale. You know, American Crafts is expensive, so $30, $20, over $20. I mean, it's normal prices for that stuff. I found this at Ollie's for, I think it was $2.99 or $1.99. It's just it's in the bakery aisle. You can put, your little pastries or whatever on top of this and spin them. But this is a great tool because you can keep your craft tools on here. And this is like This mat is good because anything will stay without like dropping off. And it's a great tool to just have to put anything you want on top. The bottom just fell out, but you normally don't have to worry about that. And it spins. A lot of people were excited to find these this year, and so was I, by Sugar Bell. And I have another basket of tools I want to show, so let me get that. All right, I also want to give a shout out to this tool. I actually found this when I was digging through the other tools. This is the paper cutter from Dollar Tree, actually. And the lock is on it here. And you can unlock it like that. And you basically can cut your paper. It rolls and cuts. Hold on, let me get on a different surface. Yeah, you can't really... I don't have I don't have my cutting mat down. I have my cutting mat to show, but I don't have it down at the moment. But it cuts really nicely. There are some heavier duty ones you can buy, but if you're just budget conscious right now, which mostly everyone is, this was nice from the Dollar Tree for like $1.25. I got to put that lock back on there. I have to figure that out later, but it locks. So that's one of my favorite tools of the year as well. And then let's talk about the planner punches that I did buy. I was really happy to buy the classic Happy Planner Punch because I can punch holes in any type of paper that I want to customize planners. So this is like mandatory if you're a planner girly. So that's the 9-disc. And then I have the 11-disc, and I ordered this one online to get the special copper color. I have the 11-disc here. So I have the 9 and 11-disc planner punches to customize any piece of paper I want to go into planners. And then I also have the Agenda 52 planner punch that has the 3 holes at the top, 3 holes at the bottom. I love these types of planner punches because they're easy for me to use. So I have that planner type, but then I was also gifted, and I ended up finding this planner punch by Maggie Holmes, which is supposed to help you punch any planner type, any planner size pretty much. I actually did not like using this. I was very confused, and I don't like measuring, don't like lining things up. And I think I kind of broke this one when I opened the pieces. So I'm glad I have 2. Jay over at TJ Bird's Journey gave me one, and then I ended up finding one myself at Ollie's for like $1.99, which is a crazy price. But I prefer just these types of punches because I just did not have a good time using this. So I have to figure that out later. But it is a planner tool I was able to find at Ollie's for an incredible price. I was gifted both of these, so I have 2 of these now. I wanted this when I saw people haul it, and I ended up getting gifted it twice, and so I'm really grateful. It is basically a toolkit by Recollections. You have both of your types of tools. So I may gift one since I've been gifted 2. We'll see. I also love this Crocodile. This does the single planner punches. So even though I have like my classic 9-discs, if I need to punch it, I can punch whatever I want singularly or repunch over things with this Crocodile. And I freaking love it. It punches fabric, chipboard, leather, thin tin, and plastic. And you can do the single punches instead of having the 9 or the 11. And I have been punching my life away with this. And you can also set eyelets with this. And I do have eyelets, the silver eyelets, like the silver circles that go around the holes of like planners to decorate them. I can't describe it. Look up what eyelet is. But it sets those as well. And I was able to find some eyelets from Ollie's. I purchased this Crocodile from Amazon. So Amazon goes out of these pretty quickly, but they usually come back in stock. I love that Crocodile. That's one of my favorite things of all this year. And then I was gifted this Crocodile for the decorative hole punches. So this is the planner punch one, and this is just the decorative hole punch. As you can see, we can do stars, hearts, flowers, and it punches through felt, thin tin, chipboard, fabric, paper, leather, plastic, foam sheets. This thing is heavy duty. Lynn over at the Paper Piece gifted me this, so I'm very, very grateful I didn't have to buy it. I was looking at it because I kind of wanted it, and I was like, I don't feel like spending money on that. And now I don't have to, so God is good. I was able to find both of these at Ollie's. This one was $4.99 with extra blades. And then this was the first one I found, which was, I think, $4.99 by itself. These are by Cricut. So these are just cutting blades. I have other cutting blades, but I love the grips on these, and I love that these lock. These have a locking mechanism, as you can see right here. So I have a green one and a purple one. Really happy to have this in my stash. These came from Ollie's. So Ollie's has had some sweet surprises. I was able to get both of these paper cutters from Ollie's, this X-Acto, the small one. Then I worked my way up to this one by We Are Memory Keepers. These had to be like $2.99 or $3.99 at Ollie's when I purchased them, and I have been using them. I've been loving them. I love having different sizes depending on what I'm working on. And then I found the Big Kahuna at Ollie's, and they rung this thing up for $1. It's a trim and scoreboard. I only got one at the time. Wish I would have got more to give away, but I had a lot in my cart, so I only picked up one for myself. And they rung this thing up for $1. This beauty folds out. Excuse the shaking. This beauty folds out to a 12 by 12, and it's a trim and scoreboard. They rung this thing up for $1, so it's folded right now. I haven't opened it. I have to figure out where I really want to put all of my tools. That's going to be a issue. This Westcott, metal ruler. I love these. They have different colors if you can find them. I haven't been seeing them since I purchased mine. I wish I would have gotten more. I love that ruler. And then my Westcott scissors. I've purchased a lot of Westcott scissors from Ollie's. You can get these for better prices than you can in other stores. These are all Westcott. These are premium scissors. These are some of my favorite scissors, other than the Cutter Bees that I've mentioned. These scissors I've been using every day from Ollie's, the decorative, like little polka dot ones. And then these Cutter Bees are also from Ollie's. So these scissors are going to range you from like $2.99 to $4.99, depending on which scissors you're getting. So these Cutter Bees are really good for a small scissor. So I've loved all the scissors that I've purchased this year. As you can see, I have a nice collection now that I'm grateful for. So I'm gonna put my scissors back up over here so nothing happens. And I also have scissors that are connected to the wrapping tape. I didn't pull those. I don't know where I put those. They're my holiday scissors, but they're connected to the wrapping tape, and the tape is on top of the scissor, and you can just pull it out and cut and wrap presents. That was also from Ollie's for a great price. I think it was like $2.99 or $1.99. I also got this Sugar Bell little spatula. I don't know what I want to use this for, but I just felt like I needed to have it. It's rubber, so maybe if I mix things or work with sequins or glitter or anything in the future, I just felt like I needed it. And then, speaking of scissors, I forgot I had these down here. These are the EK Tools, the little decorative scissors that you can cut. And it makes that decoration on the page. So I almost bought these off of Amazon for like triple, quadruple the price, because it was only, these rang up for $1 at Ollie's. So they were in a pack of 3, which is insane. I'm so glad. Like, before I purchase things on Amazon, I just wait now. I just wait. I literally just wait. Speaking of Amazon, I did purchase this paper rounder on Amazon. This is one of my favorite things because I love making envelopes and I love rounding the edges of the envelopes. I freaking love this thing. And like, my all-time favorite tool of this whole thing is this gyro cut. I've been using this to fussy cut images out of coloring books. I love this tool. I first saw, I think it's Carol on Carol's Journeys, Carol's Journals use this tool to make Dutch doors in her journals. And there's a blade here. Okay. There's a blade and it cuts through the paper. And it is sharp. So be careful. And it's just ergonomical where it moves around the image just really nicely. And you can fussy cut out Look at that. Ugh, I love this tool. I really need to get a second one because I've been using it. I know I'm going to use it out. I don't want to be without it. And then I have my bone folder. This is one of my favorite things. These three are my top three favorite tools, these small tools, because I use these just for everything that I like doing when it comes to crafting. And then lastly in here, I probably forgot some tools that I have, but I didn't feel like pulling everything. I pulled what I could see. I have these cut it up mats. So this one was $2.99, the small square one. I was really happy to find the small square one here. And then I was able to find the pink one. I love these. I've used these as backgrounds in many of my videos. And then I was able to find the blue one. And these were all different prices depending on which Ollie's you went into. They were at one time they were $2.99, then they were $3.99, then they were $4.99. It just depends. And then I found the brown one. I hadn't seen a lot of people haul the brown one, so I was really lucky to find that one. And that wraps up my favorite tools for planning and crafting that I've purchased this year and that I was able to find at Ollie's. Let me know what your favorite tools are. This gyro cut is my favorite because the thing I love doing the most is working with my coloring book pages and using those images and covering envelopes. And I like to fussy cut out the images. This gyro tool, I don't know if it's gyro or gyro. That's how it's spelled. Gyro. Gyro Cut Junior. My favorite tool for crafting is just that because that's what I do the most. So tell me what your favorite crafting tool is and let me know what crafting tools you've purchased or are looking forward to purchase. I also want to give an honorable mention to the Big Shot that I was gifted by Lynn over at the Paper Piece. I'll insert a picture of the Big Shot in here. I did not bring it up to this table. But I was very blessed enough to get gifted a Big Shot to do bigger die cutting. Oh, and speaking of which, I have my Sizzix that I didn't show. My little sidekick Sizzix. Where did I put it? I got my sidekick Sizzix as a tool. I forgot probably the biggest, most important tools. But I did purchase a Sizzix. I do have a few small die cuts to work, cutting dies to work with, and some cutting dies came with this as well. So I have the small one, and then Miss Lynn gifted me a Big Shot. So this small one I will keep on I have to figure out where I want to put it or where I'm going to really be crafting the most, which table I'm going to craft the most on. But these are also my favorite tools of this year. And of course, that Big Shot was a huge blessing from Miss Lynn. So I'll insert a picture. But thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and put some money bags in the comments because we love spending money on crafty things, stationery, cutesy coloring books, tools, and all the things. So go ahead and put some money bags or dollar signs in the comments. I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.